if I've been injured in an auto accident, what do I do about the damage to my vehicle?
So property damage and personal injury are not the same. Property damage is what it sounds. It's damage to your car, whether it needs repairing or it's been totaled and has to get replaced. That is the property damage. Of course, the bodily injury, the personal injury, is from the injury to your body. We routinely say, listen, try to deal with the insurance companies yourself. See if you can get it sorted out. The first thing is we recommend getting, if you have your own insurance company as well as the at-fault insurance company, have them do an estimate. Get two different estimates. Get one from your insurance company as well as one from the other one so that you can compare the two to see which one is the better deal. They're not going to necessarily be the same. If the car is totaled, we'll get your own independent evaluation done of what the total loss is. Most times that can be handled by the individual who owns the car. And that process, you can communicate with us, let us know what's happening, but that process needs to be driven by you and get to a point that you feel like, okay, I think I've got at the end of the road. Of course, if there's any questions, come on in, we'll sit down, I'll review the offers that have been made and see if that makes sense. The other thing that needs to be aware of is, and this is something that insurance companies are not going to tell you, loss of use of your vehicle. Sometimes they put you in a rental car, but sometimes they don't. And what happens if you've been out of your vehicle, the use of your vehicle for 2 or 3 weeks, but you don't have a rental car? You're entitled to loss of use for each day that you have not had the ability to access your vehicle. So don't forget to make sure you make a claim for the loss of use of your vehicle in addition to the actual property damage itself.
Okay. Well, if I have, a brand new car and now it's involved in an auto accident, it's no longer worth what it was worth before it was in this car accident, even if they repair it.
You're right. And so what you're talking about is depreciation, the difference in the value. For instance, even after the repair, let's say you have a 20, brand new vehicle that's only has 5,000 miles on it, but it's sustained, $20,000 worth of damage, and now it's been repaired, and you have that side by side next to one that's also only has the same number of miles, but it's never been wrecked. Well, obviously the one that's been in a wreck is worth less than the one that has not been in a wreck. They talk about the Carfax.
Right.
So you want to make sure that you get the depreciation or loss of value of the vehicle. That needs to be captured as well. So not only the repair cost, not only the loss of use, but also the depreciation. And if you have difficulties along the way, as that process is unfolding, we're here to help. We're here to answer those questions. Be sure you communicate with us before you agree to any final settlement on your property damage, because we want to make sure every one of those elements is addressed. And if not, then we'll help guide you back into the process.